Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Here at the 2019 Rutgers Pro Day with quarterback Colin McGovern of Stetson. Appreciate you taking time, man.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Finally get to meet you because I feel like I followed you the entire season during FCS stuff. We see you down at the FCS Bowl, and now you're here at Rutgers Pro Day. First of all, how was this experience for you to come out and throw in front of all 32 NFL teams?
It was awesome. I mean, it's every kid's dream when you're trying to train for the NFL. You want to get in front of as many eyes as you can. And when Rutgers invited me, it was awesome. And I went down and we went through all the measurables and came in here, and all of a sudden there's almost hundreds of scouts, it feels like. So it was pretty cool. You
probably had to be the calmest guy here because you got experience down at the FCS Bowl in front of all those scouts. Let's talk about that game where you're out there, scouts are watching. It's a unique bowl game. You only got 2 practices in the game. Right. How was your experience there, and what did you want to go out there and showcase?
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Really close to my school down there, so it was pretty cool to just drive there. And first day of practice, you look over and you see both sidelines lined with scouts, and it was pretty cool. And you know right then and there it's for real. And it was just great exposure, and not only the game but the practices leading up to it, just being able to talk to different scouts, get feedback. The coaches down there were great too. So the whole week in general was just a great experience.
You were able to have a really good senior season, and which was important because Stetson had a really good year that was tied because of the success that you had individually as a quarterback, moving an offense up and down the field. How was that season, this past season for you, and what went into the summer of work for you to make you have the good year you had?
Yeah, I mean, it was big. I mean, not only for just our school, but our community in general. When you're having losing seasons like that, it's not fun for anybody, especially when you're a quarterback. So to come out this year as a senior, turn it around, go 8-2, do what we did on offense every game. It makes it a lot more fun in practice and then in the games when you're game planning all week, and then it actually happens like you thought on Saturday. And this whole season, I mean, yeah, like you said, in the offseason last year, we kind of, as a team, I think the seniors kind of just said, we're going to have a different attitude now. All that stuff stopping. We're going to come out next year, and it's going to be a brand new team, and it happened.
Well, the quarterback position, I feel like if you're on Twitter actively, you realize how everybody's a quarterback guru now. Everybody has something to say. But no one asks the quarterbacks themselves how tough their position is. What really goes through your week of prep that makes what you do look easy to everybody else? But there's a lot of work that goes into that.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much starts right when the game ends on Saturday. We come back, then I'm in there watching the tape Saturday afternoon. Sunday we'll come in as quarterbacks and receivers, we'll watch it together. And then basically that day is the last time we'll watch that game. And then we come back Monday, and it's game plan Monday, and it's going into it, and it's hours and hours in there. We call it the ATC at Stetson, and I spent more time there than my dorm room, and it was unbelievable. But the coaches there were great, and the film work we did, just, it helped us a lot on Saturday. And I think that, watching the film with the different positions this year helped us a lot more, make sure everybody's on the same page, and so there's no surprises on Saturday.
I think you're a good passer as far as, on the move. You do a great job in rhythm. Everything just seems like it's fluid. How would you classify your game? And, as a kid, you kind of draw from many different players and try to mold it into yours. Who are some of the guys that you drew from growing up to help be the player that you are?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I like to be in rhythm. I like to, like every quarterback would be. But that all happens pre-snap. I think that if you kind of know what's going on around there, you see the defense moving, or you have an idea what they're going to do, that helps you make it look easy. That helps you maybe just hit those 3 quick steps and let it out rather than those hesitations that you might see. So that's what this year I really tried to work on, kind of have an idea before the snap would even happen, and know where I'm going with the ball. And, you check it after the snap, and then you confirm it, and you go from there. But, growing up, well, I say right now, I like the way Carson Wentz plays. I like Russell Wilson. These guys, Kyler Murray coming out this year. I think the game is going that way. I think you're going to have to make plays out of, when it doesn't look good, you got to make a play. And there's no more just standing back there and taking it. So I think the game's going that direction.
Final question, when you look at Stetson in your career and playing in the FCS, a lot of people don't understand how good the FCS competition is. You talked about Carson Wentz, #2 overall pick coming from the FCS. Yep. How strong was the competition, and how beneficial was Stetson to your development as a prospect?
I mean, we played, some Ivy League schools, we played some NEC schools, we played, and then with our league, we're all over the country. So as far as that, you get good experience with that. Every Friday morning we're loading the plane and we're going somewhere else in the country. And I think that every week is just a new challenge. San Diego's been the king of our league for a while now, and it's just going up against them every year. So I think that week in and week out, it's always a challenge, and that's what makes our league fun, and that's what makes playing the FCS fun.
I lied. One more question. When you look at your game and someone that's not familiar, what game would you point them to and say, hey, watch this tape. This shows you everything you need to know about what I bring to the table?
I would say the last one. I'd say Valpo. That was a fun game.
That was a fun game.
The way to go out that way. We had a couple guys on offense banged up, and we changed some things going into the game because we weren't sure game plan wise how it was going to work out. And then we lit up the scoreboard, and it was an amazing way to go out and to end that year with those seniors in that way. It just is something I'll never forget.
Well, I'll never forget how well you played there in that game and also down at the FCS Bowl. And Colin, we wish you the best luck moving forward, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much.